Hello everyone, welcome back to another review for the TheH0RR0Rman's Slashback Challenge. And the theme that Joe the Horror Man has set for this week is titled Shot on Video Slashers. And the film I've chosen to review this week is named Slashers. Now this is a shot on video movie, it's a Canadian film from the year 2001. And this film has a really interesting premise. In this movie, there's a Japanese TV show that goes by the name of Slashers. And in this show, the contestants sign a waiver in which they agree to be hunted by serial killers on live TV. And if they can survive the 90 minutes, they can win prize money. It's usually $6 million per episode, more if you can kill one of the killers. This is a really cool movie. I really like the idea for this behind this movie. Now, this film is shot on video, and it's not the digital video of the early 2000s. It's actually the harsh video of the 1990s, the mid to early 1990s, which kind of adds towards the realism. Now, this film does have some downsides with it, and it really comes down to the acting. Whenever the characters stop running and they converse, you can tell that they're acting. Like, you're not going to fool anybody into thinking this is a real TV show, because as soon as they speak, it's like, you know, they're just trying to say their lines, which, you know, a lot of repeating going on as well. The one thing I did like about this film is the director seems to know his limitations. Um, Now, in the film, there's only one cameraman, which at first kind of threw me off because um, you would think for a show like this, you would want to have more than one cameraman, or at least cameras set up in all the different obstacle course areas where they can actually film, because they're basically running through an obstacle course while they're being hunted down by these serial killers. Now, the killers themselves, they're not real serial killers, they're actors. And in fact, one of the characters breaks character late in the movie, which I thought was kind of interesting. It was kind of like a Leatherface knockoff, and he speaks with a southern accent, and at a certain point, when stuff gets too real for him, he breaks character and starts talking normal. Um, but one of the characters makes an observation earlier on that if the cameraman is with you, that means you're in trouble. So essentially, the cameraman is a character in this as well. And so as we're watching the movie, we're watching it through the viewer lens. There's some interesting stuff in this film. And another thing about this film too is everybody has these collars on their neck, and they're shock collars. And there's certain sequences in this film where there are TV commercial breaks, and we're stuck with the characters during these breaks. And one character is supposed to be attacked by one of the killers, and then they hit a commercial break and they get stuck in place and they can't do anything because of they have the shock collars on, which I thought was kind of interesting. Now, there is some drawbacks to this film. Like, it is shot in real time, which actually kind of works. It's just that it's a little long at 90 minutes. I would have preferred it had they cut 15 minutes out, and they could have probably another thing they could have done that I would have enjoyed is if they had actually put Japanese commercials in so we could see. They can even probably have shows for other crazy shows that'd be going on in this universe. The kill sequences aren't really that good. Like, they're a little on the cheesy side, and there's a lot of cutaways. But that's, I think, because the director knows his limitations, and there was some things that probably wouldn't have worked if they would have lingered on it for too long, like some decapitations and stuff like that. Um, Now, this film appears to be shot in long takes, which is why I think the acting wasn't as good as it probably could have been. I think it was shot between like 15 and 20-minute takes, and I think there were some sequences where the power goes out, and I think that's when they would have made the edits. I think that's another reason why he decided to go with video as opposed to film, because I think this film would have probably been impossible to shoot on film the way he did it. I wish there was more in the way of special features on this release, because I would like to see what he did for this film. Because from on a technical level, this film is really well made. The acting isn't quite there though. And I do like the look of the killers. And another thing I liked about this film too is the music in it is diegetic. So it's actually being played over the speakers, and the characters comment on it too, because some of the characters don't like the fact that they can hear scary music while they're being hunted. I did enjoy this film. I wish someone would remake it on a bigger budget, but what are you gonna do? All right, guys, that's it. That's my review for Slashers. And be sure to check out the other reviewers in this week's Slashback Challenge. I'm really curious to see if people are going to go with the shot on video slashers, or the other option, which was the POV slashers. I only had one other POV that I would have done for this, and that would have been the Maniac remake, but that one's been reviewed a lot. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.